OK， 再来找火车。奇怪，都不能走。
Trains can't just vanish without leaving a trace. It isn't possible, is it, Holmes?
我们要走哪里呀？
This is the place where we saw the train vanish last night.
A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train. Railway sleepers, nothing unusual. There are no tracks or footprints on the ground. The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here. There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues, but then a negative result is also a result.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No clues and you're smiling.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising. This investigation won't be simple. We shall require a map of the region.
Perhaps the station master could lend us one.
地图。地图。
Good morning. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station Master Everett. You were here last night. So, you are Mr. Holmes, the great detective. Will you be investigating what happened?
I shall indeed.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
土壤的观点，空间。荣誉勋章。
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to be. However, if you need it, you can have the train composition report. It's inside my office.
I would be glad to have a detailed map of the local railway district.
But of course, please, take the one that's pinned inside the waiting hall.
See you later, my good man.
The entire train has disappeared.
Railway post bags.
他的办公室。
Holmes, how is it even possible for a train to disappear?
找到了。
A new telegram.
I think we should meet this Mr. Robinson.
火车构造。
Here is the train set. A telegraph. According to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that entail?
That's a highly secure car, ordered by a private party. It is generally to carry something of value. Those wagons have iron walls, you know, without any windows. And they're fitted with a complex key lock.
That is important information. Do you know what was inside this particular wagon?
Certainly not. No, that's private. And it's not my responsibility to allot the wagons to whoever.
See you later, my good man.
找出车厢。妈的，我去哪里找出车厢？车厢。 不要叫！车厢，车厢，不要叫！啊，对。 他是要找出车厢里面会装什么？没有了吗？没有了，没有证据。哦，我去哪里查啊？没有。找出特别车厢有什么？ 找文件吗？那我去看看。
telegraph.
没，这边没东西，那就是另外中间的街。有啊，我家有猫。啊，没有文件啊！
The whole train. Holmes, how is it even possible for...
怎么都不能开啊？什么鬼？现在怎么办？还有一间。
This part is probably from a locomotive. This part is...
哎，有了，终于有了。
an old locomotive bell. This part is probably...
啊，那我要拼装
This
了。
place serves as a storage area for the station.
然后嘞，
An old...
就这样。就这样。妈的！这个，
The whole train just...
这个。
The entire train has disappeared. It's a disaster.
怎么用一个线索啊？这到底是？
Holmes, how is it even possible for a train to disappear?
我一直处于没线索状态。
The rails have not been tapped.
不行，我不能过去。
Railway sleepers. No.
到底都去过了。
A telegraph. A telegraph.
不行，这边都没有线索。就问那两个人吧。不行，走不过去。我不能。怎么回事啊？嗯，都没问题。尴尬。 怎么会这样？走不过去。怎么都不能啊 ！Oh my god！
Holmes.
卡点，卡点了。唉。都没关联啊。不行。我的天哪！怎么会？这到底怎么？是不是我可以去别的地方？不准去别的地方。
A telegraph. A telegraph.
Holmes, how is it even possible for a train to disappear?
This suitcase contains my archives. This suitcase contains my archives. We can consult with it if...
都走过2、3遍了，为什么会这样？没有一个可以按。哎！我靠！
This map will be useful.
是我不够仔细吗？
Was there anything exceptional about any of the passengers aboard the train?
What do you mean? Like officials? I wouldn't know. Oh, but now that you mention it, yes, there was something. There was a message from Bridlington station saying that the train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers. But what kind of problem that they didn't say?
That is interesting. You mentioned a problem at Bridlington Station. I should like to visit this station. Could you mark it on the local map?
Of course. It's a suburban railway station. You might take a cab there.
See you later, my good man.
See you later.
This is an absolute scandal. It's always the same with these rail companies. No respect for the customer.
Hmm? 工作服。便宜的票。已婚。哦，这里粗糙的皮肤。
Please calm down, sir. What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is. Last night I were on the train as usual with my colleague, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector, who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared. But I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
富人。
Can you recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
Well, yes. They were all foreigners. Spanish-looking toffs with snake eyes.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, sir. 富人不就是你吗？为什么你也被赶下来？
Good day to you, sir.
Good day. To whom am I speaking?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I have a complaint.
We are not from the railway company. We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Flomes, please excuse me, but I'm not in the mood for idle chit-chat at the moment.
这么嚣张，拽什么？澳大利亚，找屁啊！昂贵的衣服，重重的金戒指，啊，这也是线索。昂贵的鞋子。
You must be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Yes?
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train. It would help if you could answer my questions.
Ah, well, all right. I have nothing to hide.
I presume it was you who placed the order for the special wagon.
Yes. It was to transport my valuable prototype safely to London. My prototype is a revolutionary device. It is capable of producing electricity. I'm a businessman and an engineer. I had already found several potential customers for my invention, but I was very optimistic about the directors' board who were travelling on the train last night.
You mentioned a director's board. Which company do they own?
Which
The
company?
Chilean Barcazas company. I had made an appointment with them. Now they are lost. along with the train and my prototype.
被偷了。
What do you know about the Barkazis company?
It's a large South American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
For God's sake, sir, it is priceless. It could change the world we live in, and yet I was selling it for almost nothing. I am a humanitarian, you see. I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damn train.
你在列车上吗？
Mr. Robinson, could you please clarify? Were you traveling alongside your prototype?
Yes, I was. But I had to step off the train. And all because of this stupid station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room. I merely informed you of this.
Mr. Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected. So yes, of course, I agreed to see him. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. I thought perhaps he might have been delayed, so I chose to wait a while. But despite my requests, the train left the station without me. Absolutely unacceptable.
The timetable is strict. We cannot wait any longer. The regulations require the train to be on time.
You are an idiot.
You
will
are
pay
idiot.
for it. I will sue you.
The ticket inspector forced all the passengers from the train except for the directors of the Barkazis Chilean company.
I will not move from here until I receive my refund.
他下车了。智利人待在车上。智利人，他的车上是一个桥。智利人离开了。 故意被留在火车上，操纵者让除了智利人以外的乘客都下了车。这可能是意外。那站长呢？哟，还不能讲话，搞什么？真的？啊！卡住了，又卡住了。
Railway.
「站长呢？」
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last night's train.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions. Station Master Everett from Evesham. told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with 2 furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I understand.
菜鸡，干净衣服。哦，还带小抄。墨水呼机。
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did, and I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young man. I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr. Holmes. Think of your career.
Ah, that is... Well, I'll tell you everything. First of all, I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And then, later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
We ought to visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
Hmm? 现在有什么线索？没线索。
This bin is full of empty bottles. How could he fall asleep at work like this? Excuse me, sir. Wake up. Ah, his breath. He must have swallowed half a distillery.
And that explains the how.
By his sleeping off the alcohol, you mean? Wake up, please, sir.
What? The 18-hour-72 train has arrived?
Good day to you. We are investigating the disappearance of last night's train, and we should like to ask you a few questions. Were there any passengers who got off that particular train at your station last night?
No, nobody, it seems to me. Although I did not leave my office, so...
No doubt you were very busy.
You don't say. You can't ever get any peace around here. Now you have to send a telegram each time a train arrives and departs.
嗯，鼻子，这也是线索。米婚，煮金烧，钓鱼线。
Station Master Bertram from Bridlington showed me a strange telegram that he received from you last night. It concerned the train, but it was barely comprehensible.
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
哦，
You were not tired, you were inebriated. Tell me the truth now, or I shall not hesitate to document your state in my report.
My friend means that you will end up by being sacked from your position.
All right. So I was drunk. I don't remember all of yesterday, to be truthful to you. Please don't go harsh on me.
Holmes, this man has consumed a considerable amount of alcohol. He's not entirely helpless yet, but...
It will not be long before he is. Obviously, his testimony cannot be trusted.
Ah, will I ever...
列车根本没有通过。
A fishing advertisement.
钓鱼广告。
Ah, will I ever get any peace?
哎，让，
How is it even possible for a train to disappear?
给我过啊！
A telegraph.
I had thought that all station masters knew the Morse code, but apparently not.
There is no sense in asking the station master to open it. We shall have...
要开锁了。 这个拼图，这个拼图。 这个拼图怎么回事？我嘞，
Railway post bags. These tools were used quite recently. They are still muddy. We should ask about them.
那左边有人开工，是不是？
You have quite a number of dirty tools lying around here.
Ah, yes. Well, thank you for reminding me. I should clean them. Although, it might be easier to put them outside. Seems it might start raining soon.
I meant, what were they used for?
Some workers come here and borrowed them from me. They wanted to lift the edge of the railway to one of the stations on the line, so that the water wouldn't come in too close.
工人
Who were these workers?
Well, they didn't seem to be from the company, but they was fine lads. They invited me to share a drink. And whatever it was, it had a kick to it. They wasn't English. No, I don't believe so. But see, they knew just what a man needed to brighten up his dull evening.
他被灌醉了。
Ah, will I ever get any peace?
Bags were recently dragged here. French wine, a remarkable vintage. These bottles are too expensive for a station master's wage. They were likely taken from the parcels.
Shameful.
Ah, will I ever get any peace?
French.
智利人把铁轨挖了。我还没找完。都没有。哟，还有一间哦。
A handcar wheelbase. Interesting. It appears that elements of the same construction were scattered everywhere.
火车很明显啊，火车一定没有经过的。
Watson, please tell me, do you believe in magic?
Of course not, Holmes.
Then you are of the opinion that a train cannot simply disappear.
Well, we both know that that is obvious. Why are you asking such peculiar questions?
A little patience, Watson. You will understand my point quite soon. So, are you quite certain that you saw the train at Evesham Station?
Yes, of course. We saw it coming. The headlights, and heard the whistle.
But that is it. We didn't see the train itself.
But... Oh, Holmes, I'm a little confused.
你昨天有台假列车，就是这台。
I should use the appropriate. I should use the appropriate.
木头基底，啊，没东西啊。
I should.
哦，原来可以旋转。不是我还有别的东西吗？
I should use the appropriate.
木头基底。
I should.
刹车。奇怪，我们还有别的东西吗？没找着。木头基地，这个到底在哪？嗯？你在哪里呀？哦，找到，找到！天哪！
So, now here we have the fake train that we saw approaching Evesham Station last night.
Doesn't look much like a train to me.
Be patient, Watson, I haven't finished yet. Try using your imagination. Our train requires only a headlight and a steam whistle. We need to attach a headlight and
前灯，还有汽笛，我要找汽笛。灯，汽笛呢？有了。
I need something long.
有啊，我找到了。
I need something long for the head.
哦，还有。
I need something long.
还有啊。
But The long pole is now attached. It will allow us to connect the headlight. The headlight is attached. The steam whistle is now connected.
Holmes, what can we do to make the steam whistle work?
It is elementary, my dear Watson. We shall need a fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher. Now let us see what we have here. The steam whistle is ready to be used.
啊，这灭火器是？灭火器是什么？
Watson, I do believe that we have created an exact replica of the train that vanished in front of us last night. The criminal mind can be most inventive. I am somewhat in awe.
So such a thing is possible. If someone went to all the trouble of creating this fake train, then it was surely with the intention of stealing the real one.
Ah, Watson, you should not jump to conclusions. In fact, this does not tell us very much at all, except that the train did not evaporate into thin air.
Although you half suspected it.
Ah, at any rate, we now need to find where the real train might be hidden. I suggest we use my archives to find a more detailed map of our surroundings.
Well, I hope that justifies our having to load your massive archive suitcase onto the cab. It made us extremely unpopular with our driver.
OK， 所以我们现在要去找地图。地图。 我知道，是我的包。
Now we have two maps. We must combine them properly.
这里吗？
Here it is. There is a side branch to the railway. Its first switch is located between Bridlington and Chesterfield stations. There is one more station to be visited. It is located between Chesterfield and Evesham, and there should be a side railway to the nearby quarry. There is a small section of a railway at the end of Evesham Station. This suitcase contains my...
先去找了。哇，空空如也，什么都没有。
This suitcase contains my archives. We can consult with it if needed. It is fortunate that we took it with us. The switch is rusted, but it still works.
好，就这样，就这样，就这样，好吧，就这样。
Mines. This is interesting. It would be quite possible for someone to read
开往矿山。
Mines. This is interesting.
开往矿山，矿山看看。
Here are the mines homes. They appear to be abandoned.
Nothing interesting. Nothing in. The distance between the tracks is about 4 feet 8 inches. A lightly loaded vehicle came this way.
载重
A
很轻
lightly
的
loaded
车
vehicle.。There is a wooden beam lying on the rails. A small vehicle with wooden beams went down this way.
带着木梁小车，所以说木梁小，也就是说
This is an administrative panel. See what it says.
等于说这边会有一台小车。
This is an information sign. It might contain some useful data. We should restore it. This. Watson, you are a gentleman, and gentlemen tend to carry handkerchiefs. Might I borrow yours?
And where is your own?
I haven't the faintest idea.
Very well. Here it is.
我靠，还擦掉！忘记用手炮擦的这个会不会太扯？
WEA coal. These mines belong to them. WEA coal. The
This mine has completely collapsed, Holmes.
It is curious, but to be truthful, I am not entirely surprised.
It's difficult to follow you, Holmes.
当然了，因为你是华生嘛。
This is an unusual kind of paper, stiff and dry. It was used for a specific purpose. Let us look. Sawdust. I am almost certain it is a... Watson, could you assist, please? Do you have your pistol? Good. Fire at this package.
干嘛这样？你开别地方看看。哇，还会漏顶！靠背，那是火药。
Dynamite.
我还以为是海洛因呢。 刚被炸药炸，故意关闭的。刚被炸弹。铁车被一路碰。车在里面，看起来不像啊。你看这里面拆成这样的，一点都不像啊。啊！卡点了，卡点了，卡点了！嘿，
This box must be the safe. Let's open it.
啊，我们又要开锁了，我可不可以不要开啊？哎，还不能跳过。这也太难了吧
！The Mexican company Caracao and the Chilean Barcazas both want to buy the mines. I need more information. Perhaps Mycroft could help.
墨西哥跟智利都要吧。安全指令从卡巴扎斯集团代表将进出无主。此集团之后就是矿山所用。还有，从现在开始，以猫财团不得命令，谢谢您作废。找到肥宅。
Railway.
是不是来收钱了？来收钱。就是你。
I will not move from here until I receive my refund.
It's a scandal.
Don't touch anything, please.
我嘞？哦，使用电报。
I asked Mycroft to find out some information on the WEA Coal Company. Here is his reply, and it is an interesting one.
有2家公司都想买 WEA。被智力拿起来了。卡巴扎斯，卡巴扎斯。
A telegraph.
那应该就是这个。墨西哥人不爽，所以矿被炸了。接下来我们去。 车站。
Holmes, how is it even possible for a train to disappear? Holmes, look. There's a flooded area over here.
I believe that the flooded area might be worth checking.
Checking. Yo.
A funny character. He looks anxious.
And he is not an Englishman.
我操，看抽雪茄都知道，这么屌。 我也要抽2口。
This scent is familiar.
"妈的，又要拼大麻！可是我不能左右移动，你知道吗？
A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. Ricardo.
You already know the name of this man? Holmes, you amaze me.
No, Watson, I refer to the cigar. It is a Ricardo Tarrant, a Mexican cigar of an excellent quality. Quite an expensive one, too.
没人。刚那人呢？
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. John Watson. We are investigating the case of the vanished train.
Is that so? Well, good day, gentlemen. I am Mr. Duff, the station master of this station. I'll be happy to help you in any way I can, but there's not much that I can tell you about last night.
哎呦，这个站长很臭屁哦。 都不知道我是谁。你有手表？妈，你站长你没手表？ 看这个你很随便哦。忧郁。
It appears that you may be at risk of some flooding along the line here.
You mean that the whole bloody lake is at our feet?
Quite so. But it is strange, because according to my map, there should be a quarry here, and behind that, the lake.
How should I know? I only arrived here a few months ago.
And where did you work before that?
I was working in Nottingham, but I asked for a quieter place, so they transferred me here. Life is cheaper. I can't really complain.
Did any passengers leave or board the train last night?
No. I saw no one as usual. I reported the train's passage by telegraph, just the same as all the other nights.
Goodbye, sir. It is obvious that we cannot inspect the quarry. Instead, we can check the beach area around the flooded lake.
从这里出来了，到这里，这里，这个是那个年轻的，那个年轻站长，然后这个是那个喝醉酒，然后这是我们现在在的地方，然后这个是我们一开始在的地方。 然后我们在这边应该是看到那个假火车，然后假火车消失了，然后喝醉酒的假的小火车应该是在这里，有啊，从这里，然后这里，然后再下去，照理来说嘛，1、2、3、4。 然后火车有可能是左转去矿区，或者是途中不见了，在这边不见了，一定是在这个或这个，因为年轻的站长有看到那个有把人赶下来嘛，然后老的他不知道看到了什么东西，然后他说他有看到。 他说他有看到，刚刚他说的，他说他有看到火车，他说火车有经过这，他有通报。
You'll find nothing.
所以应该是他很失落，还离婚了，然后衣服又不整洁，手表也不见了。他是一个很随便的人。
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
所以火车不一定有经过这，也不一定有经过这，但是一定有经过这里。这里都不一定。我去海滩看看吧。
Here we are at the beach that is located near the quarry and Doncaster Station. It doesn't look like a very good place to rest.
哦，这里是海滩哦。
These traces were made by carriage. Look.
哦。
The vehicle pressed this stone into the ground. It would have been quite heavy. The distance between the tracks is about 6 feet 7 inches. The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep. These traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials.
很新。哦，这是什么？游艇吗？
An advertisement for lake cruises.
湖泊游船。我的火车经过这里。
Observing the coastline and the moored boats, we are able to see that the lake's water level dropped. The lake has flooded the quarry. The dam was probably breached. A label with the name Las Zarpas.
Las Zarpas. La Zarpa. 啊，这扫完了。
Holmes.
哦，还有人晒衣服哎，这个不是线索吗？我要带回家当线索。
An abandoned gypsy caravan.
哎，这怎么回事？
This place was abandoned fairly recently.
哎呦，还有人烤肉。The Zappa. Zappa. Las Zappas.
My search should be focused.
哟，卖火柴的小女孩
My
罢工。
search should be focused. My search. My s-
找不到啊。
哇，
嗯，你起床了？
妈的，今天6点就起来了。
是啊，我的实况。
妈的，跑到脚没有感觉。
嗯，干他妈找不到线索，是怎么回事？哪一个啊？
诶，干，为什么我旁边没有看到你在实况？
因为我没有用退球啊。
My search. My search should be. my search.
看不是拉丁文哦，有。运电器跟采矿。
Here it is. This suitcase contains my archive.
哦，他们有船。
This suitcase contains my archives. We can consult with it if needed.
检查衣肤色之下。检查唐卡斯特站。再去问那个站长。哎，人呢？
Newspaper articles on horse racing, hurdle, steeplechase, and flat
我靠，
racing.
他还读嘛？
He is a true enthusiast, Holmes.
抓到了哦！
Betting slips for horse racing.
才买2块，哦，这么穷。
The sums are quite impressive.
我不是买2块而已
Can
吗？
be an expensive vice. This man had probably used all his savings.
2块很大，真的吗？总共才4块。 妈的，再装啊！
I observe that you are a gambling man, Mr. Duff. You had hoped that your relocation to this small town might have helped ease your addiction, but it was not to be.
I beg your pardon? Addiction to what?
We found a number of horse racing tickets inside your office. Well, we all have our weaknesses. An expensive obsession, surely, for a station master.
It is none of your business. I occasionally attend the races with my colleagues. And anyway, that's my private life.
Goodbye, sir.
You'll find nothing interesting
哎呦
here, I'm afraid.
还他妈嘴硬呢！嘴硬呢！这改的是什么啊？ 改一下。 嘿，开宝枪，干，我打不开。哦，是女王吗？好老啊。
A telegraph. A telegraph.
没有线索。嘿，怎么刚刚发亮的不是哦？啊，这是水而已。
This suitcase contains my archives. We can consult with it
哦，
if
好像
needed.
卡住了。
It is fortunate that we took it with us.
哎呀，不行啊，没有找到线索。唉。
This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs.
哎，好多曲
A
家。
greenish brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. These ashes and cigar stubs are similar to the one that we found on the floor. Some of the stubs were recently smoked. There are others that appear fairly old. Well concluded, my dear fellow. A man who smoked the Ricardo brand of Mexican cigar spent several long days at Doncaster Station.
哎，这什么？
Apparently, there was a conflict between the Mexicans and the Chileans.
哦，墨西哥人跟智利人干架。啊，香烟不是线索。
This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs. This ash.
这么长都还没抽，
This.
都还没抽，丢到是干嘛？啊，还有什么线索？墨西哥人抢了智利人的宝，然后那个倒霉的肥宅刚好也被抢，很有可能的哦。那肥宅还真可怜。嗯？到底还有没有线索？ 都不行啊！搞什么？车子不是在矿山，就是在湖底。湖底比较有可能，因为矿山应该是原本的栅栏。
This suitcase contains.
没有，都没线索啊。墨西哥人。
There was a gentleman of Mexican origin, I believe, in the waiting room. Did you notice him?
What? A Mexican? Here in the back of beyond? Are you quite sure about that?
又说谎，妈
Goodbye,
的！
Watson.
不进
It
棺材
seems
不
that
掉泪。
both South American companies were involved in the purchase.
The man at Doncaster who fled our approach, he smokes Mexican cigars. Perhaps...
Yes, Watson. We should certainly speak with him.
你抽雪茄的人。抽雪茄的人呢？刚刚就没看到，妈找半天也没看到人。在哪里？啊，有了，一进门就有。
Please, sir, we would ask you not to leave. We have some questions.
Are you the police?
No, we are employed by the railway company. We are collecting witness statements about the train that disappeared last night.
Lo siento, I'm in a hurry.
Really? It seemed that you were waiting here for someone. Could you tell us if you were at the station last night?
No, I just arrived from South America.
A formidable journey, no doubt. Which country are you from?
De Chile.
日记啊，它是励志的。皱褶，漂亮的衣服。啊，好酷的建筑是什么？鬼翻译？
什么建筑啊？
好酷的建筑啊！好奇怪的翻译哦。啊，线索怎么没线索？
可能在裤裆那里。
没有比较大啊。妈的，哎，有。武术啊，他是武术高手。
Chile, but you are Mexican.
什么谜样的凸起？
You are wrong. Why would you think I'm Mexican?
是墨西哥人。雪茄嘛。
Because of your cigars.
Sí, cigarrillos. So what?
So what?
Those cigars are the Ricardo brand, from Mexico. It is quite impossible to find them anywhere but there.
Pero not your business.
I don't suppose that you are on vacation. What business brought you here?
I was to meet my fellow compañeros, who were due to arrive yesterday. They were on that damn train. I will stay here and hope that the authorities find them, or their bodies. It's now my responsibility to repatriate them.
Who authorized you to do that?
The company I work for.
Could you tell me the name of the company?
It's not your concern.
And what is your name?
Enough questions. Buenas tardes.
Not a very friendly man, and he is lying. He said that he just arrived, but we know that he has been here for several days.
唐卡哦，还有。 墨西哥人的愤怒。墨西哥人的陷阱。哦，他们坑杀了智利人。诶，不对啊，那墨西哥人等生效，那等谁？
You'll find nothing in.
This postbag belongs to the station master.
哟，离婚信吗？我要您再相信我是很快就有钱还房贷了，在几天时间，我可以如您所愿，再与您在同一间屋檐下生活。但请你记住，我仍然关心您的，希望有一天您能够原谅我。尽管今年我带给你出过伤害，与我Ed。 哦，意思是
The station master appears to.
我希望您保证近期将会偿还债务的最新分期付款。啊！
You'll find nothing in.
错过了唐卡斯特。啊，又没线索了。OK， 检查煤矿，检查支线，检查注入采石场的。 切丝，检查与色资讯，这边有支线，看不到支线。
The entire...
This suitcase.
没空看看。
someone removed these screws, most probably to take down the rails. A few feet of the rails have been dismantled.
嗯？什么都没有。看来应该没有线索。做路切丝衣服，切丝衣服，那是糖烤。嗯？有什么？
This place was abandoned fairly recently. This place was abandoned. This place was...
应该是没线索。我靠，我还是不能问那两个人。
This part. This part.
the entire...
到底都找过了。
A telegram.
多看看吧。
Will I ever get any peace?
Holmes, how is it even possible for a train to disappear?
走开啊
Holmes,
诶，
A telegraph.
I...
天哪，卡住了！走开啊！华生别挡路！
This bit...
This suitcase contains my archives. We can consult with it if needed. It is fortunate.
哦，你晕了是不是？我转小力一点。
French what?
这些不都过了吗？ 哦，还要找什么线索啊？找不到啊！
The whole train...
啊，找这两个人问一下。
I will not move from here.
Don't touch anything, please.
A telegraph. The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
保险金啊！他还有保险，哇！15000英镑。刚刚那个站长妈的才赌4磅，然后老婆就要离婚了。为什么你有买保险？搞什么鬼？是不是想诈欺？
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh, thank God. Where did you find it?
Near the telegraph station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from doing.
I apologize for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is strictly prohibited.
Upon my word, you keep on digging that hole of yours. You have no idea who I am.
I see that you kept your grip sack with you. Why don't you leave it in the luggage room?
I've had other things to think about. I lost my prototype. And this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Oh, but...
Well, that won't do at all. Station master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the luggage room.
I'll do it right away, sir. Sorry, sir.
This Robinson is quite a character. We should learn more about him.
I will not move from here.
检查行李。
Railway post bags. This grip sack belongs to Mr. Robinson.
I think we should open it, Holmes. This is what they call force majeure. I'll keep watch.
Of course.
我嘞，又要开锁。喂，这么简单？
Look, Watson, a bundle of contracts. Very suspicious. We should study them carefully.
这是一个独家销售协议，可以发明这个圆形装置。 是用来自动控制电力供需。爱迪生买方，爱迪生他们要买这个，并在合同之后评论。罗宾森先生无需为装置带来问题，不论是否购买时就已经知道的问题。买方有义务在协议之前就付18%。 剩余在1个月内付完。
An exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the seller.
这是一份独家销售，又是
Yet another
独家，
exclusive sales contract.
要卖给香港通用电视公司。
Mr. Robinson is the seller.
罗宾森一样是卖家，又要付10%。
Yet another Mr. Robinson is the seller.
又有一个，而且还是智利的公司，一样的合约。
Yet
这次是卖给麦迪逊通用铁器。
Mr. Robinson is the Well, it is very clear that this Mr. Robinson received prepayments from various people for his machine.
I will not move.
有很多买家，而且又有保险。哎，不是这个啊。罗宾森是一个受害者，他不是受害者啊。检查衣肤色条。检查铁路。
This suitcase contains my archives. We
箱子怎么乱开？
rail
The entire train.
调查过了。
railways, rail. They're discarded.
啊，只是开门。Oh my god!
A telegram.
他们还有线索，线索在哪？我找不到线索。 我找不到线索 ，Oh my god！ 怎么了？啊，没有线索！天哪，卡关了！啊，狗在哪？检查坐落和衣服的菜市场车站的铁路支线，是这个吗？去赌博车站吗？这里还有没有线索？给我点线索吧。没有，到这边都没线索。哎呦！
This road should go in the same direction as the road.
天哪，怎么会找不到？什么鬼都没有。赌博吗？那应该就是这个吧。罗宾逊动机，都会保险跟漏洞百出。啊，又没了，又没有线索了。这游戏最难的是找线索，不是解谜。啊，找不到线索 ！Oh my god！ 放过我吧，放过我吧，我找不到线索。Where are you？
You'll find nothing.
对，我真的都没找到。嗯，没了欸，我找完了。这里也是什么都没有。再去海滩看看吧。那海滩是不是来过2次了？奇怪了，为什么我找不到线索？
What should we do?
An abandoned.
这边是完成的。哎呀！这怎么回事？翠丝龟的唐卡，跟衣肤色的采石场车支线，就是这个、这两个、这个、这个，好像没有哦。
This suitcase contains my art. This. A telegraph. A telegraph.
找不到线索。啊！喂，开宝箱。奇怪嘞，为什么会没线索了嘞？不行啊，没线索，真的没有，都找过了。奇怪。找不到啊。奇怪了。线索嘞，线索嘞。哎。
The railway sleepers. Nothing unusual. A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train.
妈的，谁在叫啊？叫声那么恐怖。莫非在这？让我进去。让我进去。
What should we?
让我进去。让我。让我进去。 是不是在这？是不是在这？是不是不是在这？啊，找到了，就这只。不是。它这个跟赌博的奇怪。哇，吵架了，拜拜。
An old
他这里跟赌博的也都看过了。唐卡。喝醉的。火车站放杂物。我觉得汽水都没了。有的话，这也太难找了吧？包包已经拿过了，还有吗？
railway post bags.
You
太难了吧，找不到。天啊，找不到！找不到。 嗯，唐卡。好了。
This railway branch should lead to the quarry. Let us take a look. The switch is rusted, but it still works. The rail is rusted and looks old, but the railway is still usable.
The
railway ends here. That is strange.
检查的问题，所以我要检查衣服。我的天啊！换人称了。换人称了吧？好嘞。铁路，检查支线。我不是检查过几百次吗？这个88，啊，你怎么没问题？你应该要有问题啊！你怎么没问题
Railway.
这里。这里应该会有一台小车。
All these trains and railway stations, Chileans, Mexican.
There was a building here not so long ago.
But I don't understand, Holmes. Why would anyone destroy the shed in such a manner?
It was disassembled in great haste. It is most odd.
没了。
But I don't understand, Holmes. Why would anyone destroy the shed in such a manner?
哦，这里。嗯，重型车辆。
Traces. Let's take a closer look. The distance between the tracks is about 6 feet 7 inches. The vehicle would have been heavy, as these traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials. The traces found at the disassembled shed near Evesham and at the lake were from the same vehicle.
同一个，所以说车子开到湖那边去。看他从哪里开到湖那边去。
This road should lead to the town of Evesham.
哦，没了。
This road should lead to the town of Evesham.
好，去问一下站长吧。被拆掉的仓库。
It appears that there was a small warehouse near your station and that it was disassembled. Why is that?
It was burgled overnight about 2 weeks ago. The police have already started their investigation, but I doubt that they'll find anything.
What was inside the warehouse?
Nothing of value. A few hundred feet of standby rails and some spare railway parts. But it wouldn't be easy to steal all of that. Why would anyone want to?
See you later, my good man.
备用铁路，所以他铺铁路。通过了切斯菲尔德，所以他开到这，然后从这里开到了这，所以。他通过这里，通过这里，都通过了，4个都有通过。对，通往采石场，一直在采石场沉默。冤死智利人的墨西哥凶手。 OK， 所以墨西哥人杀智利人，把火车沉在一处。就这样了。墨西哥人对智利人惨无人道，已经葬送了很多智利人的性命，我们必须快行动联系莱斯特雷德，尽管让警察声势浩大，伸张正义，冒险国际冲突。现在的犯罪组织不能正面遭遇，需要义务手段，给麦克罗福特一个结局，充足的机会，尽管他可能会被拖延，成为他的优势。
Then the case is solved, Holmes. What do you intend to do?
Well, I shall require assistance for the arrests. There were accomplices.
Ah, but I know that look. You have your own ideas. What are they, Holmes?
On the one hand, we have Mycroft and his tedious political games. He will locate the guilty parties without any trouble. But it will be a long and drawn-out process, and possibly with some compromise that will be to Mycroft's benefit. Our other option is the local constabulary, and advice from our friend Lestrade. The problem we have there is that the authorities seem to be incapable of acting quietly. They rely on brute force. It could result in an international scandal. All the same, I think that I prefer the forces methods. It would be better to resolve the case quickly and efficiently, without any talk of politics.
Let us go home, then. I'd like to begin writing a draft of this story.
No, I did not say that we had finished here yet.
Well, all right. What did I miss?
What do I
Watson,
miss?
we know that the Barkazas Company directors were drowned in the flooded quarry, along with the train and Robinson's prototype. But we still need to corner the guilty party.
But how do you intend to prove... Oh, no. Please don't tell me we have to dive into the lake.
Huh. You may rest assured that I have a far better idea. We have only to use our corrupt Doncaster station master as bait. He will unwittingly trap our Mexican friend.
Of course, you already had a plan. I shall follow you, Holmes.
Well, the case is solved, and we shall be heading home. May we have 2 tickets to London, please?
Right away. Wait a minute. You've solved the case?
In a manner of speaking, can you believe that the rescue service miraculously saved one of the Chileans who were on board the train? The police have ordered his immediate escort to London on the next train.
He pulled through, then? He's alive?
Yes, by extreme good fortune. His condition is quite serious, and the method of transportation has its risk, but he will be held securely by the doctor and police officers. The gentleman carries some vital information on this case. I am sure of it.
Ah, really?
Your station will be famous, Mr. Duff. The journalists will be here before you know it. Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Gentlemen, you are under arrest.
Caramba! You traitor! You double-crossed me!
我们站长会嗝屁吗？我完全慢了。啊天哪！站长被我害死了。
dreadful. 2 dead bodies. What a terrible ending to such a great case.
There, there, my dear fellow. It is all right. You did your best.
Then the case is solved, Holmes. What do you intend to do?
Well, I shall require assistance for the arrests. There were accomplices.
Ah, but I know that look. You have...
On the one hand, we have the local constabulary. The problem we have there, our other option, but it will... But I think...
Let us go.
No, I did not...
Well...
Watson.
But how...
Huh. You may rest assured.
Of course, you...
Well, the case is solved.
Right away.
In a manner of speaking, the police have...
He pulled through then? He's alive?
Yes, by extreme good fortune. His condition is quite serious, and the method of transport... The gentleman carries some...
Ah, your station...
Good.
对啊，终于破案了。哦，这次我们不能让站长就死掉了。
Gentlemen, you are under arrest.
Caramba!
Caramba!
Traitor! You double-crossed me!
Good shot, Watson. I always knew you were a talented marksman.
I didn't want another life lost in this case, Holmes.
Oh my God! I thought I was a dead man.
You shouldn't be so glad about it. You'll be up before the judge.
Your testimony will be of great importance to the investigation. I would remind you that your cooperation will be the best way to ease your sentence. By the way, Watson, would you be so kind as to give me some shooting lessons later on?
Yes, but not in our sitting room, and not with you wearing a blindfold.
哦，就这样。墨西哥人很愤怒。智利人制造列车消失，来偷窃鲁滨逊先生的明信。错过了。列车被轰炸倒塌的矿。智利人偷走了原型机。 智利人在哪里？
Then the case is solved, Holmes. What do you intend to do?
Well,
But I know that...
on the one hand, we have Mycroft and his tedious political... But our other...
啊，就这样哦。不行，我们要宽恕智利人。
Then the case...
Well, on the...
你同样做出同样东西。不知道哎，也许是我的吧。我开2个啊，这样你应该会有3个。
Holmes, what happened?
福尔摩斯，你怎么
I
了？
feel... deathly.
And you look it. Let me examine you. Please don't tell me that you've returned to your old habits.
你怎么了？是不是要嗝屁啦？
The pupil is dilated. The temperature appears to be normal. I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats. I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats. A weak pulse, around 50 beats per minute. But you're dying, Holmes. Your pulse rate is dropping. We need to get you to the hospital immediately.
The antidote. Give it to me.
解毒
The
剂？
antidote? You mean that you're poisoned?
Now. Please.
Here, drink it all. Don't tell me that you did this to yourself.
Hemlock and Datura. I was compelled to.
Holmes, imagine if I'd not returned home when I did. What might have happened?
I knew that you would.
Mr. Holmes, Inspector Lestrade is here to see you.
Mr. Holmes is unable to see anyone at the moment. He is unwell.
A good day, Inspector.
哦，
Ah, Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to find you here. I need your help. This is a strange one.
满
We
血
brought
复
in
活
two。young bankers from the city, sons of lords, members of the chamber, and so on and so forth. They were found stranded in a rowing boat that was drifting on the Thames.
A romantic escapade with an unhappy ending, Lestrade.
What? Well, yes, they were both in the buff, but... what?
As I said,
And they were tied together.
you are lacking in imagination, Inspector.
Well, no, I'm not. Anyway, there was a banner flapping about in the boat with the RMS Oceanic printed on it and signed by the Merry Men.
The Oceanic. Isn't that the largest steamer ever built?
Yes. And these two young banker chaps are sons of the owners of the White Star Line. The company that built it. There are rumours of corruption.
I'm not interested in politics, Lestrade.
I'll keep it then. Here's another one that's a bit more complex and maybe to your liking. It's a murder, but we're unable to find any weapon. We haven't touched anything. It's at the Roman Baths in Strand Lane.
A murder, a vanishing weapon, the Roman Baths. That's for us. Watson, fetch your hat.
我先玩到这个。